Welcome. Today we explore three timeless truths about God. Settle in, breathe, and let's begin. 1. God exists. The Bible does not aim to prove God's existence. It simply states it as fact. From Genesis 1:1, in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. The Bible assumes God exists before all things. He is described as the creator with no beginning or end. The creation account. It's more than just the first sentence of the Bible. In truth, Genesis 1:1 is a worldview packed into 10 words. At its core, it is the declaration to all creation of who God is. It tells humanity that God is all-powerful, sovereign, unrivaled, and the one true God. To create all that is, God must be a being that is uncreated, immortal, and without beginning. It speaks to who God is and confirms that He created all the universe for His own pleasure to fulfill a purpose and a plan entirely of His own devising. It tells us that God is no mere craftsman, but that He is able to will into existence that which He desires from nothing, meaning He is perfectly self-sufficient. What contained in the name Yahweh is the first and most important truth about God, that He exists, the self-existent one. That no reality exists behind God. Nobody and no power brought me into existence. He is omniscient. He is the Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. Revelation 22:13. The name I am who I am means God's nature and power are entirely self-derived, existing as eternity God. God does not change. In Malachi 3:6, God says, I, Yahweh, do not change. Therefore you, O sons of Jacob, are not consumed. Within the name Yahweh is the affirmation I am who I am. But if who God is not determined by any forces outside Himself, then He is not subject to the changes we are. People change their mind because of unforeseen circumstances or weak resolution. God foresees all circumstances and has no weaknesses. Nothing in all creation takes Him off guard and backs Him into a corner where He might have to act out of character or compromise His integrity. He is who He is, and therefore, as James says, with Him there is no variation or shadow due to change. James 1:17. He is the same yesterday, today, and forever. Hebrews 13:8. His absolute name is the granite foundation of our confidence in His ongoing faithfulness. God has drawn near to us in Jesus Christ. One final implication of this magnificent name, I am who I am, is that this infinite, absolute, self-determining God has drawn near to us in Jesus Christ. In John 8:56-58, Jesus is answering the criticism of the Jewish leaders. He says, Your father Abraham rejoiced that he was to see my day. He saw it and was glad. The Jews then said to him, You are not yet 50 years old, and have you seen Abraham? Jesus said to them, Truly, truly, I say to you, before Abraham was, I am. In Jesus Christ, we who are born of God have the unspeakable privilege of knowing Yahweh as our Father. John 8:56-58. God, known as I am who I am, has come close to us through Jesus Christ, who is the final and exact revelation and representation of God. Thank you for watching. If this blessed you, like, share, and subscribe. Grace and peace until next time.